Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I will be speaking now about the heliacal rise of the star Sirius. This video is very special for me because every time, every year, especially last year, when I welcome the first appearance, the first heliacal appearance of Sirius, it feels very special. And the more I research, the more I read about the star, especially from Master Being Saduno, Peter Danov, the White Brotherhood in Bulgaria, the more amazed I am, even emotional. Now I will start with one story about the star, and later I will also show you how you can find the star on the sky. Actually, you will be surprised how easy it is. Years ago, when I started searching for Sirius early in the mornings, around 18th, 17th, 19th of August, I would use the same pattern, the same protocol, which I will share with you in a moment. I will tell you a story. It was in 1938. This is from the memories about our Master Being Saduno. So one of his, how to call them, disciples, students, his father was very ill. He was half paralyzed, and the doctor said, he's dying, gather the family, gather his children. They said to his wife, gather his children, he will not survive tomorrow. Gather them quickly to prepare them, to tell them their father is going. But then one of the children, Ivan, said, oh, no. It was 9 o'clock in the evening. He took taxi and he went to Master Being Saduno. But then one of his students, his name was Radi, said, no, you're going nowhere. The master is already in his room. He's resting. At that moment, Being Saduno opened and said, go to Radi, go away. I want to talk to him. So he went to Ivan, whose father was very, very sick, dying, and he said, come with me. It was 9 o'clock in the evening, and they started walking. He took him under his arm, so he took him for his arm, and then he started showing him the sky. And he said, look, these are the Pleiades, the Han, we call them in my culture. This is the Big Bear, and this is the star, the falling star. You know how many thousands years this star is falling? So he was talking about the sky. Ivan was upset. He said, but the teacher, master, my father is dying and you're talking to me about the sky. The teacher, as if he didn't hear, he continued and he said, look, this is Sirius, the star which is the sun of the whole universe. This is the most beautiful star, the most advanced, with very high culture, the most advanced divinities, spirits occupy Sirius. When we complete our evolution on the solar system, we can only then continue to Sirius. And the guy was very upset. He said, what is this? It's been 3 hours and the teacher is still talking to me about the sky, about Sirius. He's losing my time. I lost my time. My father is dying. So he was very upset. He even mentioned this a couple of times. But as if the teacher was, as if he didn't hear. And then the guy from the taxi was even signaling and thinking that the guy disappeared. He wouldn't pay the taxi. And then the teacher said, it's 2 o'clock now. At 2 o'clock, you should not start anything. At 2 o'clock, you shouldn't go. And then they continued. It was already 2:30, and he said to Ivan, now you can go. So it's been 5 hours and a half. They've been walking, and the Master Being Saduno was only showing him the sky. Nothing else. It was a night walk. He said, now you can go and wish your father all the best. He is waiting for you. And tomorrow, go on the street. He mentioned the street name. It was the street Graf Ignatieff. Enter a shop, a butcher's shop, and you will see the chicken hanging on the splits, you know, they're hanging. The lady in the shop will give you the second on the row. She will give you the second. Take it and cook chicken soup for your father and give him only once. And then Ivan said, but teacher, we're vegetarians. We're not supposed to eat meat. He said, yes, but one time, in previous lifetime, your father sacrificed himself to save the life of this chicken. And now the chicken sacrificed its life and saved your father's life. You should cook only one time the soup and give soup to your father. So Ivan left the teacher, the Master Ben Sedunu. He went home and he opened the door, and his father was in agony. But at one point he was, where is Ivan? Where is Ivan? He was searching for his son. He opened the door. Where have you been? Well, the father was completely recovered. The day after, Ivan went to the street, went to the butcher shop. He opened the door, and the lady immediately gave him the second chicken, which was hanging, the dead chicken. He brought it home, and he said to his mother, cook chicken soup for my father. But they did 2-3 times. They fed the father because they were so pleased that he's well. So 2-3 times they fed him with the soup. But the father recovered. The next day, Ivan went to the teacher to thank him. And the teacher said, how many times you gave soup to your father? They said 2-3 times. Next time, listen to me, because the second time is on me. Like he's paying karma for eating. So the father was well. He lived 18 years longer. One time he went to the teacher to thank him, and he said, Master, I came to thank you. But my eyesight is not so good anymore. I'm trying to find the Sirius star on the sky to thank the star, to thank these divinities which occupy the star for saving my life. But my vision, my sight is not so good anymore, and I can't see it. Can I thank you? And the teacher said, yes, you can thank me, because I have in me the God and Sirius. So he kissed his hand and he thanked the teacher, and the teacher said, Master Bensedunu said, Sirius is the sun of the whole universe. So this is something amazing, and if you connect with the star, you will have this amazing feeling. Why? Master Ben Sedunu is telling 3 things we need to do in our lives. Welcome Sirius to connect with God's wisdom. Welcome Venus as a morning star to connect with God's love. And welcome the sun to connect with God's life. And this way, the more we connect with such high vibrations, with the divinities or spirits or entities, I don't know what, living there, the more we uplift our consciousness. This is something practical that we need to do. For these reasons, the ancients knew it. I mentioned previously to you, we have Assyria, because the ancient Assyrians called their culture after Sirius, Assyrians. In Egypt, the tidal wave, the flood of Nile was happening always during the first heliacal rise of Sirius. So in the Dogons in Africa did it. The Indians knew it. All ancient cultures did this. This is so important. The feeling is amazing. After I started, but this was stronger for me last year. But after I started connecting with Sirius, it became like passion. I wanted to wake up early every time to see the star. Of course, this is powerful, not for always. This is powerful during the first 7 days of the heliacal rise of Sirius. Other thing I want to tell you, when you see Sirius, It should be very early in the morning, before the sun rises, because when the sun rises, it hides, you can't see it anymore. And so you should wake up approximately, if you see on your phone that for your geographical area, Sirius is the sun is rising around 5 o'clock. Try to do this 20 minutes before 5. This is what I personally do. Try to find place higher, either in the mountains or in area which is not doesn't have the light pollution of the city lights. Otherwise you don't see anything. When you see Sirius, you will also see Venus rising. Maybe a little bit after that, you will see Venus also rising as a morning star. This year, this is special event. And I told you, this morning I saw Jupiter and Venus together very early in the morning. This was beautiful. In Gemini, Sirius is in the 28 degrees of Gemini. This year, this is exceptional and very benevolent, like a true blessing. And you will receive true blessing because this is happening in conjunction with Jupiter and Venus. They are in the vicinity of Sirius. It will be beautiful. I can't wait to see it. I will start looking around 17th of August, 18th of August, 19th of August. Enjoy the moment. The colors that you will see, usually the colors are bluish, like most very high vibrational spiritual stars. But you will see flickering lights. Then you will know what this is saying to you, personally to you. If you see reddish, you may have a little bit of conflicts because this is God's New Year. This is the most important day of the year. This is New Year, not what the church is telling you to be New Year. So this is a spiritual, the divine, God's New Year. So whatever colors you see, let your intuition tell you what it means for you, what the next 1 year will mean for you. In my culture, on 18th of August, many people go very high in the Riwa mountain when we have the 7 Riwa lakes to welcome Sirius. I don't go because it's full with people. I feel it became very commercial and I don't feel fine there. But many people still go. These lakes there are organs of the planet. They're organs. They have such name. You have the names of organs. So of the lakes. And now they were polluted. People said there are mosquitoes, which never happened in 100 years. So we have pollution of the organs of the whole earth. So this is not good. That's why too many people go. This is not very good. Better to find your unique place which you can visit also in the future. If you have peace and in your garden at home or somewhere in a park, you know better, these are the places where you can see. How to detect Sirius? So easy. Look now at the pictures I'm showing you. You will see the Orion, the constellation with the 3 stars pointing the Orion's belt. You do one line downward, so, and you see bluish star from one triangle. They call this the winter triangle. So when you draw this line from the 3 stars, one next to each other, draw it downwards, so you face east. You see on your right hand side, you see Orion. You see Orion belt marked by 3 small stars. Draw line downwards to the biggest star you will see. This is Sirius, which is part of a triangle. The triangle is made of 3 stars: Betelgeuse, Sirius, and Procyon. 3 stars form a triangle. So I think this picture which you will see now is very clear. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all the best. I hope you feel very happy, very uplifted, very spiritual, very, very, very when you see Sirius. Thank you for asking me, sending me emails to explain to you. This was very, very kind of you. Some of you asked me. I'm happy that more and more people want to connect with this very, very special, unique, high energies of the star, which is the sun of the universe. All the best. Be happy, be courageous, be brave, and take a look at my talismans. Also, at the moment when I'll be seeing Sirius, I will be making my new Sirius talismans. Most are already on my website. I don't make many models because I have models which I repeat, since people, somehow they're my lucky models. So take a look. I already have some, and I will be consecrating them at the moment with the Heliacal Rise of Sirius. All the best. Bye bye.